Hello Capricorn and happy birthday! Made it to the new year. I was just thinking about how lit Capricorn season is. Like, I'm not even that big of a fan of Christmas, but I'm trying to embrace it more, and like, I love New Year's. Okay, I did a whole New Year's video. You can go catch that out. Got some new stuff, new schedule, new things going on. Okay, some new resolutions for me. But yeah, you can go watch that. And then sweet. Plus Aquarius season is next. Like, Cap season is so lit, bro. Y'all probably hate it, don't you? Yeah, because no one ever remembers my birthday. We know. And honestly, I really don't. I got a planner. I guess I was thinking, because I'm writing down people's birthdays in advance so I know when it's coming. But I got a planner, and I just feel like there's some Capricorn out there. Oh, good for you. Because y'all are organized as shit, and I love it. Alright, so what's going on with Capricorn? What's going on with Capricorn? Okay, so this first part, as usual, is going to be the standard general stuff going on. Ooh, I am liking what I'm seeing so far for you. I feel like I'm singing that. I feel like that's what goes on in a Capricorn's head most of the day. Whatever waltz or whatever the fuck that is. I'm doing a really bad job. I don't know, I'm not a piano, okay? I don't even think that's played pianos. I hope somebody is laughing their ass off right now. Okay. Not too many cards, but they're not coming out very much. They're kind of one by one-ing it on the board. And I'm about ready to quit on them. Okay. Do that up top. Okay, that really far. Oh my god, I had to talk shit, huh? Coming out one by one, and then it's like, boom. Alright, we're done. I'm calling it. Bottom of the deck is the Lovers. Okay, so it's funny because I don't usually mention cross-watching. But I mentioned it in the Sag video just now, and I'm kind of thinking to mention it again for you guys, especially if you're dealing with a earth-on-earth relationship, okay? I do recommend the cross-watching, which again, I don't normally do, but I just feel like you might get some good information. Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. That went so far, dude. Look at you. I'm also seeing a lot of air, so if you're dealing with an air sign, I would cross-watch for that too. It could, if you're dealing with like fire or water, you know, feel free to also cross-watch, but it's really going to be the earth on earth and the air signs for you, because I noticed that in the other videos that I did so far. So just pointing that out, because Gemini's at the bottom of this deck too. But it's the Lovers, so this is going to be heavy relationship based for whatever reason. And the one that went flying is Libra, so air signs. That's why I brought it up. And we're going to stick to work, career, finances, money, wealth, status, power, whatever you associate those things with. Okay, because when we talk to the demons, we only trust them with that. Okay, you've got Baal. And even though, I don't know why I'm like trying to crack my neck. I don't even crack my neck that much like that, but whatever. The Halloween Oracle, I usually do channeled messages, but I am doing resolutions. Okay, so just pulling one card, and we're going to interpret that how you need to apply it to your year. Alright, 5 minutes later, here we are ready to go. So up top we have the Knight of Cups, and what I'm going to say about the Knight of Cups, yes, you, again, it's every sign showing up. Cross watch if you are dealing with someone in a relationship or any kind of capacity. It could be a family member, whatever. I recommend you cross watch. Very strange that I keep saying that for you, but something about today, I guess. Anyways, Knight of Cups, he has a very positive mindset. He really can take on the world, and he can hold space for people. He is there to fill up cups. He is very compassionate and therefore a very fatherly figure. Now, if you are a father, okay, boom, that's you. If you have a specific, we'll say, I'm not going to say good or bad, I'm not going to say alive or dead, but if you have a specific relationship with your father, okay, close, estranged, whatever, it doesn't really matter. It's not the point. Just that, it's that kind of energy, all right? There could be a father figure in your life. You could be wanting to be a father. You could be wanting your partner to be a father. I'm just getting fatherly energy from this, right? Other than that, the mind, okay, having a good attitude and giving others a good attitude, spreading that positive energy that is coming from within. Okay, really love that for you, Capricorn, because it's like the last thing I'd expect. We got a mess of cards going on. I don't know where to start, but I guess I'll start in this corner. We have the Chariot. So yeah, you got a lot of zodiacs in this reading, so I would cross watch a little bit if you need to. But Chariot, so it could be a Cancer, but it's a road. It's a road, and I do usually associate the Chariot with smooth sailing, but there is always the point that this Chariot's being blocked on the road. So there might be some blockages, some stalling, some bumps along the way, okay, some challenges, but at the same time, it is moving along. It is on the right path, okay? Seven of Swords, futility. You are almost stuck here on this path. You chose this path, and you will ride out your path, and you will see that this path is not the easiest route that you could have taken, and you will understand that, oh, well, you took it, and there's nothing you can do about it. Seven of Swords, futility, pointless conflict, basically. Okay, but yeah, this is your journey. Okay. Nine of Cups, happiness. You love it, especially if we're talking about like you being a father or something, like maybe someone's pregnant, or you know, you're nervous, or if you maybe you're new at this sort of glass half full mindset. Okay, you're usually, like I made that joke about Capricorns typically not being that way. But here you are, and it might be new to you, but you are actually very happy, and it's very fulfilling. There's a lot of fulfillment in both of these cards, okay? Because Nine of Cups, happiness. Look at all those cups just flowing, okay? You've opened your mind. Finally have opened your mind, right? But, okay, so this path that you're stuck on that is bringing you all this fulfillment and happiness and joy is also holding you back, freaking you out, stressing you out, giving you mad anxiety, possibly causing depression, maybe even mood swings. Literally crazy town, okay? Just maxed out, right? You just, like, you are past the eyeballs in something, stress, any of the things I just said. Emotionally maxed out. Cannot take any more. And being held back, being held down, oppression, all right? So, feels like a crossroads a little bit, but it's not really a crossroads because it's just the road. It's almost like you're in two lanes. I would say, yeah, it's like you're in two lanes. Right here, we got Nine of Wands, strength, okay? So you're powering through this. You kind of are, you're pretty self-aware, I would say. You almost are, like, grateful to have the Nine of Cups at all instead of just having the Ten of Wands. So I think you're taking it really well, and it's taking strength to continue. You're like, fuck this road a lot of the time, but you can do it. You can continue down this path. You can and have been doing well with it. And then we have the 10 of discs, okay? So wealth, like that coinage, right? And that's the thing, Capricorn is the knight of discs, and he's like that stable, bringing home the bacon, you know, like that guy. And that's who Capricorn truly is. So I'm totally not at all surprised to see this 10 of discs at all. Of course your money's right. Of course you have everything that you need physically, right? Of course you're not relying on anybody else. Come on. Come on. What do you think this is? You powered through to get this. I hate to say but I'm saying but, because then something comes along or comes up to interfere with that. About to interfere with your business, about to interfere with your money, about to make you just feel weak almost, okay? So some kind of interference coming in to fuck that shit up. What is it? You know? I'm going to put it over here. It was over here, and now I'm putting it over here. I'm making a stack. There's like a little maze. It's so funny. So, on the inside, before I get to this little thing, okay, on the inside here, and all the way over here, we have adjustment. We have Libra. So, it's almost like you're getting there, right? But there's this path to take. We do have the priestess kind of sitting on her own here. And she's just here to remind you that you already know, sort of, you know, this isn't, sometimes readings are information that you needed or guidance for something you didn't know how to handle. But in a situation where the priestess might show up, my computer looks funny. Sorry, I had to fix something. The priestess is like more so here to remind you or almost call you out for being like, maybe you think you don't know, or you don't know what to do, or you need advice, but you also already know. So this is more of an affirmation. Okay, something that you may be suspicious about, something that you've been thinking about. You are probably correct, but we are going to talk about it. So if there is that thing in your life, this is what this is for. You know exactly what this is about, and you know exactly what I'm about to tell you, okay? We have face down, on its side, face down, face up, face down, reverse, distanced, okay? And then I have this pile, which we'll get to. So, usually I reveal the face down cards after, but I'm going to try to keep this in order for you so that it's not too confusing. We have the 10 of Cups here, but it's on its side. So when a card is on its side, it can go either way. You can either tip it up and get everything that you could possibly want and more, or you can tip it down and lose everything. Here we have the 2 of discs change, so whatever this is here will change. But possibly not for the best, because right next to this change is the 7 of discs, which is failure. So we're talking financial losses. Okay, which we just said something was coming to interfere with your money. So, yeah, here it is. That's something. That interference is this area. Face down, and then Empress in reverse. So, I'm not going to say breakup. I'm not going to say fall from grace or fall from power, but something's up with her. Whoever she is. Granted, Earth is the feminine element, so it could be you, regardless of your gender. And if you are dealing with an earth or water sign, again, they would be the feminine also. So you really have to decide who that is for you. It could even be like a boss, if we're talking business more than relationships. I was just had the mindset of relationship because of the Lovers, but the Lovers can also be a decision, right? And this could easily be something about your career because of the money stuff coming up, and the Emperor and the Empress are boss-ass bitches, and they do have ranks among them. They rule the empire, not just the castle. Okay, so take it how it resonates, but Either way, something's going on with the Empress. And then over here we have Adjustment. So Adjustment is also justice in most decks, Libra. And so we are not going to see... Whatever, we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, so up top, 5 of Discs, worry. Yeah, it's almost like you know something is going to happen to your money. It's a weird kind of energy. I don't know if I guess you would just have to decide. I think either way, if we're talking about, like, it could be a family member too, where we feel like we have to give to certain people and you might be giving too much and you're like, okay, this is starting to literally, like, affect me financially to be supporting or helping them. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be a spouse, but there is definitely something going on with your money. And of course, COVID, it could be, you're getting your hours cut, you're unable to work, shit like that, right? It doesn't have to be somebody spending it necessarily, which is why I mentioned the Emperor. It could be a boss, it could be somebody resigns their position and it affects your job or something like that, you know what I'm saying? But we're not going to see justice be served for a while if it's a person who's fucking with your money. We're not going to see justice for a minute there. But you are worried about it already. Even though you have the 10 of Discs right now, something happened or is happening where you're like, fuck. 5 of Discs, worry. Doesn't have to be about money necessarily, but I am getting that vibe for sure, especially because you're Capricorn. Okay. What's paired with satiety? Wait. I want to keep them this however they're going. So paired with satiety is luxury. Okay, so it's almost like whichever way you go, you'll be fine. Okay, I'm thinking in your finances and in your well-being, which however this ends up, you have to remember that you'll be fine. You'll either win and get everything that you want, or you will not get everything and still live very comfortably. All right, so you have satiety and luxury. Not a bad place to be, Sure does beat that 5 when you talk about this 4. It's very balanced. It's very much, it's comfortable. It's not everything, but it's comfortable. Okay? It's like all that in a bag of chips versus all that. Right? So you'll be in a good place no matter how this plays out. But no, I don't think we know how this plays out. Let's see what it is. Ace of Discs. This is... Yes, you are an earth sign, and yes, I did mention if you're dealing with an earth sign, but I am warning you right now, Capricorn, your money, okay? Your money is at stake. It's like getting me riled up. That's why the Priestess, you know exactly what I'm talking about. 4 of Wands, completion. That's super weird. That threw me through a loop. Why are you getting your feelings involved? What is this, end of a cycle, perhaps? This security that you've been clinging to and making your entire identity here is perhaps coming to an end. Or you are getting a majority of your fulfillment out of the physical aspect of your life. It could be stuff, it could be things you value, and sure, those things could be a little more abstract even. It could even represent, if you are dealing with an earth sign, could represent them, could represent yourself when you think of it, but I feel like it's money. So you've been super maybe into work or making money or whatever it is, you're feeling whole with that, or realizing that it's coming to an end, your work life. You could be close to retirement, or again, COVID could affect your job in some capacity where you know that it's not going to last, right? Like shut down or cut hours or just not enough production. And then 2 of Discs, change. Okay, so you're going, it's super, super discs, man. So many discs. 7 of Discs, right, with this change here. So it almost might be also that you have one source of income and you need to step it up a little. Because it's not enough, because when things change, you suddenly, if something did happen to your job, I'm not necessarily sensing you like getting fired or anything. I really do think it might be a person that's fucking with your shit, but I'm not here to tell you that. You are here to tell yourself, okay? But something's going to change and it's just not going to go well for you. Face down here, ten of Swords, ruin. You know, shit's going to really fall apart if something does happen to your finances. You will pretty much lose everything, including the Empress. I don't want to say gold digger, but this is sort of putting out gold digger vibes to me. Okay. Again, we could be talking about a family member. We could be talking about a coworker or a partner, a business partner. But I'm not seeing it work out, and I'm not seeing justice being served anytime soon. Crazy Let's see this last pile. This was already 20 minutes. Y'all are probably pissed off. Okay, so 8 of Discs, prudence, staying true to yourself, doing what you need to do, sticking to your own plan. Again, the Chariot thing, you know. 5 of Swords, defeat, surrendering, compromising. Maybe even you've been very into the discs, more discs, right? So I'm also seeing like recovering from this little spill, you know, going back up in discs. Look at the contrast. This is 7 and 8. It can happen that fast. You can go from this dark and twisted, terrible failure to this bright and beautiful, blooming prudence very quickly. But yeah, you'll get it back because it's who you are. You know how to deal. You know how to make a comeback. Don't even worry about it. Don't sweat it. Don't even really think about it. Okay. But sometimes you have to just give in and recognize that maybe you are wrong. Maybe you are on the wrong path. Maybe this isn't perfect. Maybe there is a lot more to this than you thought. Maybe you do need a second job. Maybe you do need your partner to start contributing. Maybe you do need to cut off that family member or friend. Okay? Whatever it is you gotta do, you have to do it because it's best for you. Okay? No more conflict. No more fighting. No more of this bullshit. Okay? And then we got the Hierophant. Taurus. Again, with these double earth kind of relations. But the Hierophant, he sticks to the plan. He is very, very serious man. He's full of ancient knowledge and wisdom because he has studied it for a long time, and that's why he is very unmoving when it comes to what he wants. Okay? But here's the thing. That's just going to lead to disappointment. If you if you're too stuck on a certain result, you're only going to be in the same spot that you were in the beginning. You got 3 out of 4 5s, but you also got 3 out of 4 10s. Okay? But one of your 10s was on its side, and all of your 5s are up, right? Alright, you see what I'm saying? You got the 10 of Discs, the 10 of Cups, and the 10 of Swords. High energy. Granted, that's why this ain't that bad, because you got those other 10s paired with it. This fucking hair is bothering the shit on me, but, you know, it's still something, but it's almost like happening to this person, this fallen throne kind of deal, right? Yeah, so you got to stay true to yourself, but you also have to compromise a little bit so that you don't end up in this position, okay? You got to recognize, oh, there's so much more to it, but, okay. Universal hexagram, true love, you, divine feminine and divine masculine coming together in divine union, okay? You may have found your person, your partner. It could be the person you're with. It could be someone that you're about to meet. It could be almost like a rekindled flame or something, but it's present in your life. It could also be you becoming whole again, all right? Because this person really may have fucked you up, or is about to fuck you up, or is currently fucking you up way worse than you want to see, okay? But there is some kind of love and some kind of union here, even with the self And then we have the 3 of discs works, you know, you'll figure it out. That's the thing. This 10 of swords shows up and then you bounce back very quickly. And it might be kind of stagnant for a while because you're going to be stubborn as shit when it happens. You're not going to want to listen to anybody else. You're like, but I was already doing something. So I cannot be moved. I cannot be taken off this path, as I already told you. So just because that happened doesn't mean that I can do something else. Well, you might have to, because that's just the way it is. But you will figure it out, and you will find that balance again. And this 3 could be 3 in the family kind of thing. You know, it's a magic number. It's close wrap, of course, Lolly. But you'll figure it out. You'll get back on your feet pretty quickly. Two of Cups, love. Okay, so that was right between, right? You'll find your balance. If you are in a relationship, I could see it working out. It's true love. All right. Very strange, though, because this reverse Empress and all this chaos and this, you know, I don't know. Maybe this isn't about your partner. I would say if this is about a current partner, then you'll be finding new love. But if it's about some, like a family member, business partner, etc., then your partner is the one. Okay, so you'll have to kind of decide that for yourself, because I'm not going to sit here and be like, look, this person took all your money and left you for dead. Yeah, it's true love, man. Like, no, I'm not going to fucking tell you that right now. But if that's not who this is about, then that person is the one, right? But this could be somebody that you're gonna meet or whatever. 7 of Wands, Valor. Stay strong, stay brave, stay in the right direction. I am burning the focus incense actually for you. And then the Fool, it's a new journey that you're headed on. So just try to stay open-minded, like this Knight of Cups here, all right? Try to stay open-minded. Try to just keep those arms wide open. Embrace the journey, embrace the unknown, because the thing about you bouncing back and it working out is you are gonna get screwed here, right? But the answers might not be so obvious, and that's why it's like back and forth with the very strong, firm, I believe in myself, to the 5, the in between kind of back and forth with those cards, where it was the 5 and then or prudence and then defeat and then the Hierophant and then disappointment, you know. I don't think you're gonna expect this necessarily, either this love or this comeback, if you will. It's not going to be what you think it is. It's not going to be the direction that you necessarily wanted to go in, but it's going to be necessary. And eventually justice will get served. If somebody did screw you over, you know, justice will be served, but it's going to be one of those things where you have to sit back and let karma do her thing. Okay? It's not something that you can do yourself. You've got to just leave it on the back burner and know that that'll happen eventually too. Either they'll pay you back, or they'll get you back in some way, or they'll be in a worse position than they left you. Alright? Whew! 30 minutes for a Capricorn. But y'all do watch the videos, which I appreciate. So, whatever. Also, if you made it through all that, I was going to say something sooner, and I think I forgot. It is Capricorn season, so I don't care when your birthday is. If you are a Capricorn, it's $10 off any video, any style video. If you are cross-watching for a Capricorn, I will give you $10 off for a gift reading, which you can email me for more details about that. And, yeah, you've got till the end of Capricorn season. So, cool. Moving on. Work life, we got Bael. He's a pretty popular little guy. Not with me, but in media. Same with Viewer. I just saw him in a meme the other day. Anyway, Bael. Okay. Beware of status symbols. Name, ranks, or possessions. Be sure that the person behind the title is worth the esteem. That's the thing. This Empress could be someone you work with, someone you maybe look up to in your line of work or whatever, and they might screw you over, get screwed, cost you your job. You better be careful that you're not putting this person on a pedestal, Okay, just because they are so-and-so, just because they're the boss, just because they're the creative director, just because they're better than you or have a more popularity than you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure that they're still a good person, no matter what their job is. Okay, no matter who they are. I don't care. Fuck a status symbol. Who are you? You know. Yeah, that's all. And the New Year's resolution, you have ghost, which is regret. Okay, I'm gonna say it right now. I don't want to tell you to take this shit seriously, but I want you to really hear your message in this video. Does that make sense? Because you don't want to be full of regret. You don't want to be sitting there broke as fuck, life in shambles, being like, damn, I really regret not putting my foot down sooner. I regret letting that shit slide so long. I regret not taking care of my shit and fixing these relationships or whatever it happened. You know, if you do not get that shit figured out now, this year is going to be very hard for you. Okay? You got ghost, regret. You gonna just be full of regret all year, or are you gonna take this as your resolution to have no regrets? No regrets. But yeah, you're gonna take the steps to avoid those feelings later. So your resolution is gonna be to stay on top of shit and to go for it, right? If you're thinking about something or someone, just do it. No regrets, no regrets, no regrets. Your New Year's resolution is to go for it, Capricorn. So that's what I got for you. And I will see you next time. Thanks for tuning in as always. Bye.